Hi, I'm Mark from eReplacementParts.com. In this quick fix, I'm going to show you how to replace the pad support in a Porter Cable 333 series sander. The pad support is the metal disc located beneath the sanding pad. It's the part that the screws that hold the pad onto the sander screw into. This repair will be the same on all of the Porter Cable 333 type sanders. I'll get started by removing the 3 screws that hold the pad to the sander. Next, I'll remove this screw located in the center of the pad support. This screw holds the pad support and bearing assembly to the rest of the sander. I'll use a screwdriver in the cooling fan to keep the pad support from rotating. You want to be careful here because if I apply too much torque, I risk damaging the fan. With the washer out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and thread the screw back into the shaft just a small amount. Now I'll lift up the sander holding only the pad support and tap on the screw with a screwdriver. This will remove the pad support bearing from the shaft. Like that. There's a split retaining ring that secures the bearing to the pad support. I'll remove that now. Depending on how tightly your bearing is pressed into the pad support, you may be able to just tap it out using the backside of a screwdriver. The bearing on my pad support's in there pretty securely, so I'm going to need to use a bearing press. I'll go ahead and press that out now. In the process of removing the old bearing, the bearing was damaged, and this does happen occasionally. So I'll go ahead and install a new bearing, and use the bearing press to install it. I'll use a socket to press it into place. I want the socket to only contact the outer race, not the shields or the inner race, or it will damage the bearing. Okay, with our new bearing installed inside of our new pad support, I can go ahead and replace the bearing retaining ring. Now reinstall the pad support onto the sander and secure it with the washer and screw. Now I can install a new clutch belt. Last, we'll reinstall the pad. You may have noticed that the holes where the pad screws go are not tapped, and this is normal. The pad screw is a self-tapping screw, so it'll cut its own threads as we install it. And that's all it takes to install a new pad support on a Porter Cable 333 series sander.